The best news of all would be that God stopped hiding. Because God is hiding. And that's what makes everything so painful. When God stops hiding, everything will be better.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the real good news. Everything that happened last year was all good. But the good, which is God, is hiding. But when the world gets corrected, then God will not be hiding anymore. I mean, the very simple example of a person who anticipates something terrible is going to happen and something good happens instead.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? If something good is going to happen, why don't we expect good to happen? Low expectations, so you have less disappointment. But that's a messed up world that you have to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just be confident that everything's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
You have to protect yourself from disappointment. That's pretty sad. What would happen when God would be revealed and not hidden? We would understand why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
We would see God's plan
Mm-hmm.
and like it because it's a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the pain would go away. But the way it is now, we don't know why we're here. We don't see God's plan, so we don't see how it all makes sense, and that bothers us. And that's the beginning of all pain, that we don't understand what's going on. Even with this COVID,
Mm-hmm.
the thing that bothers us most is that we don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know why it is, that's for sure. We don't even know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And when we don't know, we feel out of control. We get scared. We start blaming people.
Mm-hmm.
We start blaming ourselves. It all becomes a big mess.
Mm-hmm.
So what we need really is for things to be clear, not hidden.
Mm-hmm.
No mysteries. That would be very good news. That's what we should be praying for.
Mm-hmm.
Not for the details. You can pray for the virus to go away. You can pray for businesses to succeed. Then you got too many prayers going. You really have only just one prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Just let us see what you're doing. We'll be okay. But we don't see what he's doing. So that's why it's good to know. That's why we call this organization, it's goodtoknow.org. And it's like you say, it's always been that way.
Mm-hmm.
So people don't even expect to know anymore.
Mm-hmm.
God is mysterious, and that's the end of the subject.
Yeah.
They've given up.
Mm-hmm.
We're never going to know. We never knew. This is the way it is. Get used to it. We don't get used to it. It's good to know. We need to know.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever we can know, whatever we can figure out, whatever we can learn, we must.
Mm-hmm.
To give up on knowing is like giving up on life. It's okay to accept what's happening. Can't fight it. That's healthy. But to accept that we'll never know, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever is happening, we can know and understand what it is. There's nothing wrong with that. We're not trying to change what's happening. We just want to understand it. Because if we understood it, it wouldn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't disturb us and it wouldn't trouble us. In recent times, just in the last 2 years, people who don't have any pain, they don't have any problems in life, suddenly kill themselves, commit suicide.
Mhm.
It's mysterious. It's not because they have a problem. It's not because their life is miserable. It's because they don't understand why they're alive. So no matter what happens, good news, bad news, doesn't make a difference. I don't understand why I'm here. They know that there should be a purpose and they don't know what it is. There are people who are very ignorant and they're very happy because they don't think there is a purpose. They don't think there should be a purpose. So it doesn't bother. They accept that there is no purpose and that's it. Just live, get old, and die. But those who know that there should be a purpose and they can't figure out what it is, makes them really miserable.
Mhm.
And as long as it's working for them, they're happy.
Mhm.
But when it fails, then they crash. Like people who think their purpose is to succeed and to become wealthy. But what's going to happen when they become wealthy and it doesn't make them happy? Then they crash. Then their faith has failed.
Mhm.
It's like having a false God and suddenly realizing that this God can't do anything for you.
Mhm.
You crash.